Shalom. Kal Halal, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS Great Millstone, peace, love, and salutations to all of the Akims in the four corners of this earth, pushing this word with all truth and sincerity to believers, to sincere Akwads out there listening and learning. Shalom. This is Brother Nahal from GMS Jamaica Camp. Now, this is just a quick update on the NIDs. The NIDs is the National ID System out here in Jamaica. I mean that's becoming the platform it's like the platform of the RFID microchip. In various places you have the real ID over in India. Forgot the name that they call it, yo. But basically this is gonna be a global thing, which is RFID microchip. It's gonna be a mandatory global thing, right? And these ESA, the elites of this world, elites of society, have these different countries, right? Developing a platform, an infrastructure to accommodate that RFID microchip, right? So out here you have the national ID system, which is the NIDs. Out here we have predominantly Benjamites, Israelites, that so-called niggas, Latinos, and Native Americans are the two biblical Israelites, right? The NIDs system, as I said earlier, is the platform and a platform for the RFID microchip. So basically, the idea is it's gonna be used for all form of documentation, right? Your ID, your birth certificate, uh, you name it, driver's license, uh, let's say CXC or college or all of them certification, they are educational certificates, you name it, yo, whatever government document that you're gonna need to operate in this society, it's gonna be on that, yo. The NID as well probably won't have the bank cards like ATM and debit cards, right? But what it's gonna be it's leading up to the RFID microchip, right? Which will have all that information from banking information to paper documents, yo. It all will be on the RFID microchip, right? And without the RFID microchip, you won't be able to it's okay. You won't be able to operate in society, whether it's taking government services, um buying, selling, yo, without RFID microchip, you'll be like an outcast, right? So the NIDS isn't the mark of the beast, for those who are listening, who are new to this and are just tuning in, especially if you're out here in Jamaica, yo. The NIDS isn't the mark of the beast, yo. It's still to take the NIDS because NIDS will be rolled out soon, yo. As it says here, government allocates 1.6 billion to NIDs. Now this isn't the mark of the beast, yo. It's just the platform, for the mark of the beast. They're building the infrastructure, right? Because the mark of the beast is the RFID microchip, yo. But the RFID microchip isn't fully developed yet to for ESA to roll it out in basically globally, because they need to build up the infrastructure. They need to get internet to up to the speed of where them can track things real time, to where the RFID microchip can be connected anywhere and everywhere. That's why they're working on this 5G technology and the blockchain as well. I mean, to help accommodate the RFID microchip, yo. So this is just a stepping stone to that. So I'm gonna read this article, Friday, February 14, 2020. Kingston, Jamaica, the government has allocated 1.6 billion towards implementation of the national identification system. And this money, yo, where do you think our government got it from? Our country is in producing enough profits to get at this point, yo, 1.6 billion in profits, yo. Whereas we're in debt to China, America, you name it, right? So where did our government get this cash from? They got it from ESA, yo, you know, from the IMF, you know, to build the infrastructure of the RFID microchip, you know. So they're working on the NIDs. It's like, yeah, it says the government has allocated 1.6 billion towards the implementation of the National Identification System project. This outline is the 2020-2021 in Slovakia. This outlined in the 2020-2021 estimate of expenditure now before the House of Representatives. Let's read more. So, okay, what says the program aims to provide a secure, reliable, and unique method of authenticating an individual's identity. Right, unique, and it's all right. They use the word unique, yo. To provide a secure, reliable, and unique method. Right, secure, reliable and unique. It's unique in the fact that this NIDs, it will contain all of these documents that you have to go around and handle, yo. Reliable mean you don't have to say, all right, where me put this or where me have that, or make sure you have like a docket stored, have a docket to store all of the different information. Everything will just be on one thing. And it's secure in the case of what you'll always have that one card on you. That card it's gonna have a number. It's gonna have a number on it that is special to you and only you. So therefore no other person can use that number. you know it says, so far business process at registrar general's department RGD have been reviewed and updated, equipment and software procured and installed to strengthen the data center at egov, enrollment and production sites identified and designs completed, a communication plan developed, and phase one implemented. Right, phase one implemented. So it's all in phases, yo, and it's all building up to what? RFID microchip. You know. It says, for the upcoming fiscal year, the program will continue to equip the data center by procuring generators and uninterruptible power sources, right? So uninterruptible power sources, generators. So even if there's a power outage, yo, backup generators, yo, they need backup generators to keep the system going, yo. And it says uninterrupted power sources because what? They want to get this thing to operate real time without failure, so that what they can um have information updates on everything you do, your every movement, yo. And that's all the aim of the RFID microchip, yo. They want the microchip, they're gonna bring the microchip to a point where that's possible, hence the 5G technology. It says communication plan revised. It says Slack. Start from uninterruptible. An uninterruptible power source. Implement phase two of the communication plan. Revise the NIDS policy and bill. Upgrade the technology infrastructure at the RGD to enable digital birth certificates. See that? Digital birth certificates. So no longer will you need that paper, the physical paper for when you need it for basically get certain services, or if you go tax office, if you go get anything you need to get you're not gonna need that physical paper. You just have it about all of it will be on the card. Birth certificate, driver's license, you know it says digital birth certificates, and commence procurement for the establishment of 6 pilot enrollment sites and 1 production site. Yes, right. So that's it on that, yo. So basically, just a couple months ago, if not a year, you know, basically they had the Supreme Court, came up against the NIDS, right, and said that it was a breach of privacy, and then basically put away the NIDS for some time, and said that they were amending the law. I guess right now they have finished amending that law. Now they're gonna roll it back out, and they have put $1.6 billion to building the infrastructure of the NIDS, which in turn will lead up to the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast. So I'm gonna read a few precepts on that, because it is all biblical, yo. The Most High, through spiritual men wrote, and prophesied of this, yo. Prophesy means to say before, yo. You know, so it's all in the scripture. Let's get hmm, what should I start off? So with 1 and 6, it says, "How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?" Right. because Esau have the RFID microchip on the back burner, you know. I'm not trying to throw it out there because it's like you have the analogy, right, of a frog in water, yo. Basically if I throw a frog in steaming hot water, yo, he's gonna jump out right away, you know. But if it have a frog in cool water, right, and steadily, you know, timely heat it up, right, the frog won't even know that he's in boiling hot water until in time come, you know. But the same thing with people and all, you know, because he's study psychology, yo. He knows that hey, if you just throw the RFID microchip out there, you know, a lot of persons are gonna get skeptical, you know, and I'm not gonna want to deal with that. You know what I mean? But you know, if him have it on the back burner and sensitize the people through social media, social programming, and have things like um chaotic situations, you know, um, where people have to go turn to the RFID microchip for safety, you know. If you have it, if you place it out like that, you know, a lot of people in turn he will captivate a lot of people, you know. You know, and a lot of people don't see this, but only the men of the Lord, we Yahweh Shai put the spirit upon, you know, to search out the things of Esau. And the Most High show his hidden things unto us. You know what I mean? The prophets of Yahweh Shai. You know what I mean? It's beginning from the apostles of GMS and the elders, the old elder brothers on down, you know. So let's read it again. If they 1:6, highlight it. It says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? Right? His hidden things are sought up, yo. You know what I mean? We're out on the highways and byways letting you people know that the RFID microchip is the mark of the beast, yo. The NIDs is the infrastructure of the mark of the beast, is the platform, right? Big Nose, which is Andrew Holness, our prime minister, yo. He's working for these elites, these banking elites, yo. Andrew Holness does nothing on his own, right? He's a puppet, and we're in debt. We're in debt, you know. So get that to your servant is a borrower to the lender, yo, because we're in debt, yo. We are servants, yo. Andrew Big Nose Holiness, yo. He's a servant to the lender. Who are the lenders? The elites, Esau, you know. Let's get this. Is Deuteronomy. Bear with me. 43. Let's see. Slakia. Proverbs. Slakia. Slakia. Proverbs 26 and 1. Slakia. Word search it. And, right. Right, 22. So this is Proverbs 22 and 7, yo. You know, it says, the rich ruleth over the poor, right? And the borrower is a servant to the lender. Who is the borrower? Us, yo. Who is the lender? The so-called white man, the elites, yo. So we are their servants, yo. Big nose, he's a puppet, yo. He's their puppet. You know, he has to do what they say, yo. So this NIDS, and as I always hear Andrew Holness talk about uh s- um social Slack, I don't remember. Them talk about it a lot in the Agenda 2021 too. Um, social development or some to that extent, yo. And Joel is also talk about Kingston becoming a smart city, you know. And now you have him bringing out this RFID, this NIDs, yo. You see how much money input to it? 6.1 billion, right? Just to the NIDs. This is not his agenda, yo. This is not his doing, you know. Andrew Holness does nothing of his own, right? So, let's get this, right? So let's see here, right? So this is Second Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan, which Satan means adversary, or who is our adversary? Esau Edom, yo, so-called white man. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, right? We're not ignorant of his devices, yo, you know. We know what the NIDs it's being used for, right? We know that it's not the mark of the beast. We know that the RFID microchip is the mark of the beast. We know the different uses of the RFID microchip. You know, say we're not ignorant. Meaning we're not in the dark. It's not like we don't know you. You know what I mean? This is we always will have to get it right. No matter how it might sound like, or we might sound as like scratch records, yo. We always have to bring it out, right? Because in the end, it's the truth, right? So whether or not you hear it a billion times, and if you hear it a billion and one time, you'll hear it. It says, and he causes all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? And it doesn't matter where. It doesn't specifically mean that it has to be in the right hand or the forehead. It doesn't mean that if you take it in the left hand, it's not you didn't take the R for the microchip. You gotta take it in your butt cheek. You know, it says that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark of the beast or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Right? No man might buy or sell. You know. So without the RFID microchip, you won't be able to buy and sell. Why? Because it will have your banking information. It will be the new means of transaction of currency. You know, and you won't be able to access government services because why? It will have all of your documents. Without it, you're basically an outcast. You basically don't exist in Esau's world without it. You know. Said, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. So it doesn't matter your social status in life, yo. It will be mandatory for you to take this. If you don't, Esau is gonna Esau have a lot of gruesome ways, yo. A lot of messed up ways that he will try and let you take it, yo. But hey, the aim is to hold out to the end, cause Esau will threaten your family, threaten you. You know what I mean? He might even try to play tricks and offer you a lot of things. You know. But hey, it will be mandatory, and without it, you won't be able to operate in Esau society, which is the society. What Esau is just he's building it up to that point. All right, it says um that mark, yo. Let's get the word mark right here. That mark, it goes back to the word karakma, which means a stamped imprinted mark. You know what I mean? Referring to your, it's like, yeah, let's get that. Referring to your the pricking of the skin, or the boring of the skin. You know what I mean? And then it goes deeper, and the root word for karagma goes to karax, which means a pale or policy, You know what I mean? Referring to the instrument that's gonna be used to pour the skin. And then we go to the root word of karax, you're gonna get grapple. You know what I mean? We're telling you about the information that the RFID microchip will be able to store. I don't want the word mark here, right? But for evidence, let's go there, yo. And if you're listening to this, don't just take my word for it. You can do your own research. Scripture says the study to show thyself approved. You know. Um, what am I doing? Yeah, Mark.
Strong's G 5480. Kharagma. Kharagma.
Stamp or an imprinted mark. You're referring to the pricking of the skin, boring the skin, right? And if you go to the root word of that, you have karax.
Strong's G 5482. Kharax. Kharax.
Right? Peel, stake, or policy, referring to the instruments that will be used to prick the skin. Then going into deeper into that, you could get the word grapho.
Strong's G 1125. Grapho. Grapho.
It says to write with reference to the form of letters, to delineate a form letters on a tablet, parchment paper, or other material, right? Basically letting you know that the RFID microchip will have the ability of storing information, right? What's that information? Information about your whole life, banking information, birth certificate, IDTR, and NIS, all of the government documents that you need to operate in society, it will be on that RFID microchip. Therefore, you will need that RFID microchip to operate in society, because even get a job, you need your ID, your TRN, your NIS, right? You need a birth certificate, right? Right. So all of that will be on the RFID microchip. So it's like, let's say you don't have the RFID microchip and you need a job, right? And you go for an interview in East Society when the RFID microchip come, because why you go to interview because you need a job, or you need a job because you want money, or you need money because you need to buy food for your family survive, right? So you need the RFID microchip, because without the RFID microchip, yo, you won't be able to get that job, because I'm gonna say, hey, put your hand here with me scared and get the information, then we can start the interview. You're not gonna have no RFID microchip, yo. You know what I mean? So therefore you can't get that job, you know. So therefore the in outcome is ultimate outcome, you won't have money to provide for your family, yo. Therefore your family will starve, right? That's gonna be the case, you know what I mean? Hey, but hold out to the end, because the RFID microchip is the mark of the beast. Yahweh Hashem Shai, Yahweh being the true name of the Most High, Yahweh Shai being the true name of His Son. They are coming back, yo. They are coming back to put an end to this society, yo. So hold out to the end, and when He comes, yo, He will save. He save you when He is putting the multitude to death, right? He will rescue you from the time to come, which is Jacob's trouble, which is a harsh and perilous time coming, right? Yeah, because there's no way out of that without, unless it's through Yahweh Hashem Yeshua, you know. So don't take that RFID microchip, you so-called niggers, Latinos, and Native Americans. Do not take that RFID microchip, right? The other heathens can take it, yo, you know. But you so-called niggers, Latinos, and Native Americans don't take that RFID microchip, yo. And we have the confusion of it, well, the speckled bird Akims, yo, you know, the confusion of face that looks like these other nations, you know, but once these words resonate with you, yo, you know what I mean? Have faith that you're an Israelite, yo, because once the words, yo, the spirit bear witness, you know, once the words resonate with you, yo, you know what I mean? Turn back to Yahweh Hashem Yeshai, worship now. Don't take the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast. So, I don't want to tell which is the Lord's will, you know. I don't want to tell this was a define unto the elect out here, you know what I mean? Give down praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakah Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of James, great milestone. Peace, love, and salutations to all of the Akims in the four corners of the earth, wishing this word well, truth, and sincerity. Shalom.